Welcome to the Perfect Dose podcast. We dive into everything you need to know about skincare treatments, wellness tips, and skincare routines so you can look and feel your best. If this sounds like you, make sure you hit subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest episodes. I'm your host, Dr. Kristen Herzog, board-certified nurse practitioner and injection specialist. My med spa, The Perfect Dose, is located in Scottsdale, Arizona. If you are interested in becoming a patient and seeing me in practice, make sure you head straight to my website. If you're a medical provider and you want to stay up to date on the latest trends, techniques, have access to my protocols, articles, and business tips, make sure you follow me on Patreon at The Perfect Dose. For everyone else, follow me on Instagram and TikTok at The Perfect Dose. Hi guys, welcome to The Perfect Dose podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Kristen Herzog, and today we are breaking down Korean skincare and how to actually achieve glass skin because I am over the Korean skincare fad. I'm just going to come out there and say it. I'm freaking over it. So I'm going to tell you guys why and how to actually get glass skin today. So before we get into it, I want to give you guys a little bit of an update. So I am officially 22 weeks pregnant, which is freaking crazy because I'm more than halfway through this pregnancy. I am like full bumping right now. I feel way bigger than I did with Jax. Not in a way that I'm like fatter or gained more weight, but like my stomach is bigger way faster. And for those of you new to the podcast, Jax is my son. I have a 2-year-old son. He's a little toddler right now, and I am pregnant with my second baby boy. So super exciting. And I just wanted to give you guys that update. I'm also craving way different things. Like I have been doing nothing but wanting mangoes and adding Cheez-Its to my salad. It's freaking weird and bizarre, but that's what sounds good to me. And when I was pregnant with Jax, all I wanted was Chick-fil-A and queso. So it's like completely opposite. Other than that, I'm feeling really good. I'm sleeping. My back is hurting, which isn't that fun, but otherwise I feel super good. I have my energy. I'm still working out. I'm still injecting all my patients. My stomach is like sitting on them at this point now. So it's really funny. Every time I have a new patient come into my office, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to think I'm so weird when my belly's like freaking touching them as I do their Botox injections. But all of my established patients, they know that this is because of pregnancy. Anyways, so I wanted to give you guys that little update before we started. But let's talk about glass skin. This is all over social media, how to achieve glass skin and what is glass skin. So glass skin is where your skin looks like glass. It's glowy, you have no pores. Your skin looks next level. It is like you don't need makeup. It looks like you have a filter on, right? We're seeing all of these things on social media. And in particular, we are seeing it with Korean skincare. Everyone's like, Korean skincare. Everybody in Korea has so many cool things. They're so advanced, all of this stuff. And yes, Korea is advanced in certain areas, but we need to understand that not everything in Korea is like bigger and better than here in the United States, especially in the world of aesthetics. Injectables in Korea often have a high risk of complications. They don't have a lot of regulation there. So people are getting filler all over high risk areas. They're getting lots of different products. I mean, just in Korea, I think Korea has like 60 different neurotoxins that are approved there versus here in the United States, we have Xeomin, Jeuveau, Botox, Dysport, Daxxify, and now Latibo. So 6. So like a huge difference. And again, I just want you guys to understand not everything is bigger and better there when it comes to aesthetics. We have tighter regulations here, but we're also safer. And so just something to take into consideration when you're like, oh my gosh, I want to get all the stuff from Korea. Not everything there is going to be the best. While yes, they do have some more advanced treatments and we like to learn from other countries that are doing more things than we are, they also have a higher rate of complications and not everything there is going to be better than it is here in the United States. That's my 2 cents. But also, you guys, this whole Korean skincare thing, I am going to tell you why it is just not real. So Koreans genetically, you guys, have less pores, okay? Their skin is ethnically, genetically different than Caucasians. It is completely different. So if you are comparing yourself to somebody that is from Korea and they look like they have glass skin because they used like 3 Korean skincare products, your skin is not going to look like that because genetically they are blessed, they have less pores, so their skin looks different than ours. And that's something that you guys have to understand when we're seeing all of this craze on social media, that their skin is different. Every ethnicity is different, and Asians in particular have different skin quality than other ethnicities. So they have less pores than us, which means their skin is better textured and they will be more likely to look like they have glass skin using at home products than other ethnicities. So that is why I wanted to bust that myth out there. It's genetic blessing, it is not Korean skincare. So that's my 2 cents. So let's talk about how to actually achieve glass skin. And it is not done with skincare alone at home, okay? I'm sorry, but it isn't. It is done through a combination of different treatments, and I'm going to break it down from least invasive to most invasive on today's episode. Okay, so let's talk about at-home skincare. At-home skincare is very, very important. I like to think of at-home skincare as the number one beginner. So if you're somebody that's not yet getting into aesthetic in-office treatments, or maybe you're starting to get in-office treatments, you need skincare to protect your investment or to begin your skin journey. So there are some products that I feel are complete staples in every person's skincare routine. So number one, sunscreen. It is the most affordable, cheapest option that you could possibly do for your skin, and it is to protect your skin from UV damage. We know that the sun is the number one risk factor with age. It is causing our skin to age. Increased sun exposure without protection causes our skin to age. So all my sun babies out there need to lather up and grab some sunscreen. I'm going to show you guys an example of what sunscreen versus no sunscreen looks like. So you can see this image here. This is no sun protection versus sun protection. So it is very, very important that we protect our skin every single day. It's the number one non-negotiable in your skincare routine. Number two, non-negotiable for me, I like certain products in my routine. I am a simple skincare girly. I'm not sitting out here having 20 million different products. I'm going to tell you guys the most effective things that actually work. So number one, you need a retinol or a bakuchiol. And retinol is a product that is going to increase your cell turnover. So think fresh new baby skin. So retinol is going to give you fresh new baby skin. It's very important that we use this in our routine every single day. Now, some people cannot tolerate retinol. Some people feel like their skin gets too irritated, too sensitive, or maybe you are pregnant and you can't use retinol like me. There is a plant-based retinoid alternative called bakuchiol that actually clinically shows that results are very similar to using retinol. So this is something that's super important to use every day in your routine. Do not skip it. It will change your skin. The next thing that's really important is vitamin C, and I love vitamin C. Vitamin C is an antioxidant that is preventative and also protective. So it's going to help protect your skin against UV damage, and it's also going to help improve your skin's tone and texture. It's going to help with some sunspots, so it helps even out the pigment on your skin. So those are like my non-negotiables: vitamin C, retinol, SPF. Now, if you're looking for a little bit of something with more oomph in it, you can look into exosomes and growth factors. So these are going to take your skin to the next level. Think regenerating your skin. So making your skin function better. So helping your skin look tighter, healthier, and younger over time. Now, these are more investment products. They're going to range from about $220 to $300 per serum. So it's important to understand, yes, this is going to make your skincare routine at home more effective. And I highly recommend it. I use it myself, but it is more of an investment. So start with your SPF, vitamin C, and retinoid. And then if you can afford it, bump up to integrating an exosome or growth factor in your skincare routine. I will link in the show notes my 2 favorite products. I'm using them right now. They are pregnancy safe. So I can tell you guys it actually really, really works. I've had no Botox since November, no aesthetic treatments whatsoever. I am just doing a really good skincare routine right now to help maintain youthfulness until I can treat with Botox again. So those are the products that I recommend at home. Now I'm going to move on to in-office, least invasive, least expensive, to most invasive, most expensive. So this is going to surprise you guys. I guarantee this is going to surprise you because people don't understand the value of a good facial. Yes, we need a good facial, and this is going to help you get glass skin. Why? How are you getting glass skin with a facial? Well, when you get a facial at an office, the first thing that they're doing is they're cleansing your skin. They're going to take off impurities of your face, which are like, okay, you could do this at home. Yes. But the next thing is you are getting a really good dermaplane. And a dermaplane is going to exfoliate your skin. So it's really great as a physical exfoliant, but it's also going to get all the peach fuzz off your face. So your skin is going to look way smoother, more glassy, and better with your makeup on. You're also going to have better product absorption. So all of your skincare products are going to be able to work better when you have a dermaplane. Yes, you can dermaplane at home. I am a fan, but you can't get as close to the skin as you can with an in-office treatment. So the in-office treatment is just going to be more effective. It also is less risk of nicking yourself at home. So if you're somebody that's not really coordinated and good at that, I recommend having a professional esthetician treat you in the office. So what else about a facial makes it to where you can get gloss skin? And the next thing is they are literally extracting your skin. So they're taking out impurities. They are making physical extractions with blackheads, with pimples that are ready to be popped. They're also using devices. Like in my office, we use a Diamond Glow, and it is a actual device that's going to suck out the dead skin cells, and it's going to help clean your pores. So it's something that can't be done at home when you're literally sucking out dead skin and impurities from your skin. And then we are putting in serums that are going to be driven into your skin to make your skin look better, healthier, more glassy. So an in-office facial, you guys, is often overlooked. We're like, well, I'd rather spend my money on Botox. But if you're not taking care of your skin, you're not going to have the best outcomes. And if you want glass skin, you better be getting monthly facials, or at least bi-monthly is what I say. So sometimes I don't have enough time to go to get a facial every single month, but I at least get one every other month. So that's very important. Good facials that are medical grade are probably going to be anywhere from $200 to $300, just depending what you're getting done. But that's an average price that you could expect. Next is microneedling. And microneedling is amazing. It is next level. I freaking love it. It is pretty affordable. So it's going to be bumped up more expensive than a facial, but you are going to be getting a physical treatment. So what we're doing is we are physically causing micro injuries in the skin to force your body to stimulate collagen. So it's going to help with texture, fine lines, wrinkles, and the microneedling alone is not what's going to give you glass skin. I know, I told you I love microneedling, and I do, but the key with microneedling is to microneedle with a boost. So at Perfect Dose in my clinic, we do not just basic microneedle. We are always microneedling you with a boost. So the boost that I'm talking about is going to be exosomes, polynucleotides, aka skin boosters. So skin boosters are going to help your body stimulate even more collagen. So it's going to help repair and regenerate your skin. It's also going to help with pigment. It's going to help with pores, texture, everything. So if you really want glass skin, you need to consider boosting your microneedling treatments with polynucleotides, exosomes, or other skin boosters. So this is something that we do. It's the ultimate biohacking. I'm going to show you guys what we have in our office. It's called a Mermaid Facial, and it is similar to microneedling. We're just stamping you in the skin. So the only difference is that microneedling is going to cause more physical injury. The Mermaid Facial is going to have a little bit less of skin injury in it. So just depending how much downtime you want. If you want no downtime, we Mermaid Facial. If you are okay with a couple days of downtime, we microneedle. So you can see this is my patient that had her treatment and she's literally glowing. This is 2 weeks post. That is glass skin. No makeup, no filter. You guys can see she literally DM'd me this photo, sent it over to me, and was like, look how freaking amazing it is. We have her on a skin protocol. She gets facials, she gets microneedling, and she sometimes does a mermaid facial. So typically we will do mermaid facials as a maintenance treatment or a no downtime treatment. If you have extreme texture issues, you're going to need to start with a microneedling first prior to the mermaid facial. But this is a next level glow, and this is real glass skin. You can see she looks amazing. So that is going to be probably the most likely to get you glass skin is the polynucleotides, the Mermaid Facial, the exosomes. And polynucleotides, you guys, are salmon sperm. Yes, we are doing salmon sperm facials. I did an entire episode on this, so you can click the link if you want to learn more. But these are things that are next level for the skin. And it's something that's so important. We need to be doing these in-office skin boosting treatments. So think, how can I make my skin work better, more efficiently? How can I make my skin more healthy? That should be what you're going for, is skin health. So this is a way to get the ultimate skin health. So next I'm going to talk about more aggressive, more invasive procedures, and that is lasers. If you've been following me for a long time, you know I love my lasers. And lasers are going to be the most aggressive way to get glass skin. So the lasers that I'm talking about in particular are going to be a CO2 laser, and not a traditional CO2 laser, but a mild CO2 laser. So treatments like Cool Peel and DECA, those are mild CO2 lasers. I love them in my office. So basically what this laser does, it is going to take off the first layer of your skin. So think the best way to get new, fresh baby skin. So this is going to be the gold standard for fine lines, pores, texture. You are going to literally get glass skin with this treatment. This is a patient testimonial, so you guys can see this is what she texted me using Exosomes at home, plus just one Cool Peel treatment. This is another patient of mine that did a Cool Peel treatment with an injectable treatment as well. And we're going to talk about injectables, but as you can see, her skin is literally glowing. And that's what we want. We want a skin glow. That is the way to achieve glass skin. So CO2 laser, number one. Number two is Morpheus. I love Morpheus. Morpheus is RF microneedling. So think about traditional microneedling, but using radio frequency to drive in energy, which means we're going to get even more collagen stimulation. So this is like the next level up. Microneedling is going to be anywhere around, I would say, like $500 to up to $700 to $800. So pretty in the middle for how much it costs. And why there's such a variance is because some offices like mine only microneedle with the boost. So we microneedle starting at $700 at Perfect Dose, but that includes your exosomes or your polynucleotides. We do a Mermaid Facial for $500. So that is going to be a little bit less invasive, but that's pretty much the price range that you could expect for that treatment. And then there's the CO2 laser, and that CO2 laser is going to range anywhere from $800 to $1,200, depending how many areas that you're treating. And then there's the Morpheus, which is that next level up from microneedling. So if you are someone that's like, well, I've done microneedling, I didn't really see results, you need to take it up a level and do a more aggressive treatment like Morpheus. So that's how you achieve glass skin. You can also see this is my before and after, and I did a combination. I did a Morpheus treatment with a CO2 on top. That's like the creme de la creme, is if you combine them both, and you can see just after one, my skin looked freaking amazing. So this is what I recommend for glass skin, from least invasive to most invasive. And finally, it's injectables. So what we can do with injectables, you guys, is we can actually inject your skin. So fine lines like the smile lines, cheek wrinkles, we can inject you with a skin booster. So we can use Skinvive, which is an FDA approved dermal filler that just hydrates and softens fine lines and wrinkles. That is an amazing treatment for glowy skin. It looks so fabulous. The other thing that we can do is we can inject you with platelet-derived growth factors, which are basically biologics that regenerate your skin. So think about fresh new baby skin. Those are probably the most popular treatments that I do in my office for glowing glass skin. But there's also another treatment that I love, and this will be the most expensive. It's called Sculptra. And Sculptra is a collagen stimulator. And why this helps improve our skin quality is because the more collagen we have, the more plump our skin looks, the firmer our skin looks, the more supple our skin looks. So I'm going to show you guys this transformation here. This patient did a treatment of dermal filler, so that's not contributing to her skin glow, but we also did Sculptra. We did a Sculptra treatment on her, and you can see here, her skin looks tighter, more glowy, more glassy. So we can range from at-home skincare, which I think is more of protecting your results, not really giving you results, to more invasive treatments like microneedling, mermaid facials, lasers, and even injectables. So this is how you actually achieve glass skin. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's episode. I will see you next week.